Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode 11 of the classic WWF series. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It's a Monday Night Raw on February 27th, 1995. We're here at Macon, Georgia. Vince McMahon and Jim Cornette in the commentary section. And ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed Lex Luger perform a promo which was very funny. Luger was trying to struggling to speak, and he was flexing his muscles at the same time. It was funny, but it gets over the point that these guys have been feuding since SummerSlam, and also they've been feuding at the Survivor Series as well. So it was actually quite a good way. So the first match, guys, it's a Lex Luger versus with Chief J Strongbow in his corner versus Tatanka Buffalo with Ted DiBiase in his corner. So let's watch the match. So we just had Tatanka versus Lex Luger, and to be honest, not a bad match, but not the greatest match I've seen. A lot of chops, definitely a lot of flipping chops from Tatanka. It was just chop city. A couple of good moves, power moves from Lex, but to be honest, not a good match. Um, the stuff with Chief J Strongbow, to be honest, wasn't needed in my opinion. But hey ho. Now we've got a promo with Bam Bigelow, shelling Slim Jims of all things. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have worked out this is the episode where Bam Bigelow confronts Lawrence Taylor for their match at WrestleMania 11. I think this is why my mate wanted me to do this. So, well, what happens? Well, Lawrence Taylor was challenged by Bam Bigelow to a fight. In the recent weeks, Lawrence Taylor's family and friends and manager was basically trying to not let him get involved in this match. But we'll find out what happens afterwards. Now we've got something about Joey the Kid Laura hopping on one leg over in a battle royal. We'll find out in a minute. So we just had the second match of the night. Owen Hart versus Larry Santo. Santo was a enhancement talent for several significant promotions in the 1990s. WWF, WCW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, places like that. Have to admit, not one of my favorite matches with Owen Hart. Naturally, because he's working with a enhancement talent as Larry Santo, but not the best, not the worst, just a straight up okay match. The first match was about 12 minutes long. This match was just under 3 minutes and 50 seconds. But again, not bad. I mean, it gets over the fact that the sharpshooter is a deadly move, stuff like that. The commentators have mentioned that Owen Hart is looking to go into the tag team division because he's looking for a partner. As we would find out, that would turn it into Yokozuna. But no, not giving a fuck about that. They want to talk about Lawrence Taylor. Again, pissed off with it. But yeah, whatever. So now we're gonna find out more about this. So let's find out. So we just had the interview with Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bigelow, and I actually have to admit it was actually a really good segment. Bam was very good in the way he actually portrayed his character as the heel. But Taylor was really good. He went from being respectful and soft spoken to just being angry and just showing his defensive side when he would be on the pitch. So it was very surprising that that would happen. I would not have expected that. They would meet at WrestleMania, WrestleMania 11 in the main event. Taylor basically tells Bigelow that he will be at the WrestleMania press conference, which is a good thing. So next up, guys, I do apologize. Next up is Doink the Crown defeating Bob Cook. Doink is with Dink. So yeah, let's watch this. So we've just seen Doink versus I do apologise. I completely forgot who Doink was facing. Bob Cook. I do apologise about that, guys. This was a weird one because there was actually some basic wrestling school sequences, which is really, really good. It was really good in that way. I think he was played. I think Don't was played by Matt Bourne. I could be wrong at this time. I could be wrong, but it was played by Matt Bourne. I want to bring up the audio problems and the sound of the crowd. Oh God, this sounds awful. Um, I think it's pumped in. I'm not entirely sure, but I could be wrong on that one. So now we've got the British Bulldog coming out to talk about the rivalry between himself and Shawn Michaels because they're facing each other on next week's Raw, episode 101. So yeah, and then the next match is Karma versus Ken Rapper. So we'll watch that. So we just had Karma and Ken face off. Not too bad. Another jobber from the United States Wrestling Association. A very nice belly to belly suplex, which I thought was really, really good. But that was pretty much it. Karma finished it off with an STF, and now we've just got the British Bulldog talking about next week's matchup between himself and Shawn Michaels. What did I think of the matchups? Four matchups on this show, and some of them not too bad, but not the best in the world. It would try to pick the best. Um, I would say Doink and Bob Cook was the best. Then Owen Hart and Larry, then the Lex Luger Tatanka match, and then the Ken versus Karma match would be the last one. Um, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you very much for watching episode 11 of the Classic series. I do apologize that it's very, very short. Raws at this time were only under an hour long. They were an hour long, so I do apologize, guys. But next week, I don't know what we're gonna have next week. You know what? I think we're gonna stay in 1995. I've got a fun idea. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week for the next installment of the classic WWF series.